Of all possessions, a friend is the most precious. The only good is knowledge, and the only evil is ignorance. Great deeds are usually wrought at great risks. Force has no place where there is need of skill. Knowledge may give weight, but accomplishments give luster, and many more people see than weigh. In soft regions are born soft men. Whatever comes from God is impossible for a man to turn back. How much better a thing it is to be envied than to be pitied. As the old saw says well, every end does not appear together with its beginning. Illness strikes men when they are exposed to change. Many exceedingly rich men are unhappy, but many middling circumstances are fortunate. In peace, sons bury their fathers. In war, fathers bury their sons. Men trust their ears less than their eyes. Death is a delightful hiding place for weary men. Circumstances rule men. Men do not rule circumstances. The destiny of man is in his own soul. All men's gains are the fruit of venturing. Great things are won by great dangers. To think well, and to consent to obey someone giving good advice are the same thing. There is nothing more foolish, nothing more given to outrage, than a useless mob. Civil strife is as much a greater evil than a concerted war effort, as war itself is worse than peace. Men's fortunes are on a wheel, which in its turning suffers not the same man to prosper forever. The most hateful human misfortune is for a wise man to have no influence. It is clear that, not in one thing alone, but in many ways equality and freedom of speech are a good thing. A man calumniated is doubly injured, first by him who utters the calumny, and then by him who believes it. The ears of men are lesser agents of belief than their eyes. God does not suffer presumption in anyone but himself. The man who has planned badly, if fortune is on his side, may have had a stroke of luck. But his plan was a bad one, nonetheless. Remember that with her clothes, a woman puts off her modesty. Of all men's miseries, the bitterest is this, to know so much, and to have control over nothing. If a man insisted always on being serious, and never allowed himself a bit of fun and relaxation, he would go mad, or become unstable without knowing it. It is better by noble boldness to run the risk of being subject to half the evils we anticipate than to remain in cowardly listlessness for fear of what might happen. Very few things happen at the right time, and the rest do not happen at all. The conscientious historian will correct these defects. It's impossible for someone who is human to have all good things together, just as there is no single country able to provide all good things for itself. If someone were to put a proposition before men bidding them choose, after examination, the best customs in the world, each nation would certainly select its own. When a woman removes her garment, she also removes the respect that is hers. One should always look to the end of everything, how it will finally come out. For the God has shown blessedness to many, only to overturn them utterly in the end. He is the best man who, when making his plans, fears and reflects on everything that can happen to him, but in the moment of action is bold. Some men give up their designs when they have almost reached the goal, while others, on the contrary, obtain a victory by exerting, at the last moment, more vigorous efforts than ever before.